heavy Marineford vibes in chapter 1161. This is huge for agenda piece, man. If you're not caught up, do not watch further. We start the chapter with the narrator basically describing the event, where motive and fate erupted into a battlefield of nightmares. That is cold. The Marines are trying to evacuate the celestial dragons, but they still want their prizes. The slaves realize that in the midst of these pirates attacking, they might be able to escape. Here we see Roger ask, where is Shakky? We see Rox asking, where is Teach? And we see Garp asking, where is Roger? We also see Rox say what can only be his wife's name. Then we're back with Dragon. He has Shanks and Shamrock in his arms still, but it seems that a Holy Knight has spotted him. And this woman blasts through him with a hyper beam. This is insane. It seems another Holy Knight is talking to him and they thank him. Their name is Maffy. They pick up one of the babies as we get an introduction to this Holy Knight, which is very important. Dragon really wants to just save them because he wants to atone for his sins of helping in this hunting game. But it's no use, he just accepts his fate from this Holy Knight. But then someone mows down this entire forest and it includes Maffy. It was revealed to be Whitebeard. Whitebeard just saved Dragon, that's so crazy. But Big Mom is pissed with him because I guess that the attack was pretty close to her and they're kind of bickering here. Dragon is amazed at how big these pirates are. Even Shakky seems to be pissed that Whitebeard did that attack. Kaido joins them here too, and then we see these other pirates want to take out the Rox pirates because they're famous pirates. It doesn't turn out well for them. This panel is beautiful with Kaido, Whitebeard, Big Mom, and Shakky just wreaking havoc. Maffy is distracted by these Rox pirates just going crazy. Dragon thinks he can probably escape at this point, but he lost the babies. Even though he found one of them, it seems they hit their head. This is probably Shanks. It could be a reference to Goku. Then we're shown Garp. He has noticed the Rox pirates and he's like, now this is a big catch. I found a prime fishing spot. And the Rox pirates do not want the smoke from Monkey D. Garp. Remember, Chinjiao said this man is the devil to pirates. I can only imagine what that makes his right-hand man. But Big Mom equips Prometheus and Zeus and use this heavily Fure Blitz. I don't think we've ever seen this from Big Mom. It's a really big attack. After rereading the chapter, I think this character could be Bogard shouting out Vice Admiral Garp. So I think he has his Marines with him. It even gets Kuma and Ivankov's attention from the other side of the island. But Garp tanked that, and he keeps trash-talking her saying, this isn't even hot enough to cook a prime rib, Lin. And she's like, fuck. Maffy is reporting back to that same Holy Knight saying that they lost the Marine but they secured one baby. Dragon is telling what can only be Shanks that I may not be able to help your brother, but I swear to at least save you. Then we see this one Holy Knight, I forget their name, but they start going at it at all these slaves. They're for real marksmen, I think. This is going to be a cool combat. Then we're shown a Marine reporting in about what's going on. It seems the Rox and Roger pirates have essentially sandwiched them because they're at both ends of the valley. We see these pirates trying to get Shakky and the Marines are freaking out. Here we get kind of a full spread of the Rox pirates trying to save Shakky, and you can see Gilbaster here and Gonzui. So they are still there. Oda did not forget them. Meaning if a certain character has not appeared in this chapter, do not count them out for the rest of the flashback. But here it seems like Captain John has a metal arm. I've seen some people saying he could be related to Kid. That's entirely possible. I mean, he might have the same devil fruit at the very least. But then we're shown Summers. He's like, you at least moved Shakky, right? And he pulls up to where they moved her. It seems that Shakky has been putting in work all this time. She took out all these Marines. Summers slaps her because he thinks it's nothing less cute than a woman knowing her worth. Shakky actually manages to land a kick on him, but he grabs her ankle and then he essentially attacks her. It's off screen though. He basically then tells her, your popularity is a true pain. I know Garling wants you to survive, but I might just take you out right now. He's dreaming of what kind of faces these pirates will make if they survived all of this just for Shakky to not be alive. Then we're shown a panel of Roger and Whitebeard clashing like we saw all the way back in Wano. This is so cool to see, man. It's a huge Conqueror's clash, obviously, and we see some more pirates trying to save Shakky, including Shiki. Since Roger's hands are tied right now, he leaves Shakky to Rayleigh, who immediately pops up. He's ready for action. Summers continues to rage bait her, saying, can you hear that? They're right outside. But it's too late. He continues talking to her as he raises his club. He's going to end her right here. And he's basically saying, even if someone showed up, I'd take them out, so it's no use. Then we're shown Rayleigh looking all cold, saying, "I'll send you to the darkest shadows of the underworld." So this is the Dark King. Our first ever named Rayleigh attack. It's called Transcendent Hegon Crescent, I think is how you say it. That is cold, man. The attack is like an X, but it's like a huge explosion too. This is some really interesting stuff from Rayleigh. You can even see an imprint for Summers in the wall. I don't know where he got launched, but he'll probably come back. He tells Shakky, "Sorry for the delay, I'm here for you," and we see a flashback of him holding that note that she gave him. They both start crying, and Rayleigh says, "I'm sorry for letting it come to this." Gabon and Roger are also crying. This is just so funny. But they tell their crew, "We got the treasure, let's run for it." So I guess this is when they plan to escape God Valley. This is the end of the chapter. There's no break next week, but I feel like there's a lot more of God Valley to uncover. First of all, we need to see what happens with Rocks, right? I feel like the next chapter could be centered around that, but what I would also like to see in the next chapter is obviously Bogard. There's still a lot of characters that need to be introduced officially, like Gil Baster, some of the Holy Knights. I wouldn't be surprised if Bogard is incorporated into that. I would have loved for it to happen this chapter, but maybe Oda's cooking something for the rest of the flashback. Who knows? I mean, why put him in the flashback? You know? He put him there for a reason, twice. But if you want to doubt the agenda, I encourage it, as I always say. Please do so.